Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Brian. Happy Monday. PJ, good morning. Good morning. How are you? All right, it's 8:20. So let's get this party started. Good morning, Brad, Brian. How are you? Can you guys hear me clearly? Audio check. Adnan, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Good morning, Paisan. How are you? All right, let's do that quick analysis and get our day going, right? All right, we're going to start with the daily right here. We're seeing a little bit of pressure under Globex. We're at the top end of the cloud. 12,000 needs to hold up at the open in order for us to continue to go up to Globex and potentially break out of this formation. We sold off or stopped buying above the channel number 2, and that happened on 7/5, and that would be um, basically Tuesday. So we started that process, and now we're kind of coming to the middle of the range. And here, the longs need to show some strength and continue to protect 12,000, and then push toward Globex. And Globex is, let's see here, 143. Okay, so when we take a deeper look, we're about 82 points away from Globex right now. If we want to take a deeper look, we can see that the 200 NT Rinko is long, and also the 100 NT Rinko is long. So the market is set up for a potential rally at the open, but we just have to kind of see it. We have to kind of see the open happen, and we need to see a continuation trade to 120 and a quarter. Then ultimately 149.75 is Globex, and that has to be tested and hold and run up. If we fail the 12,000, then the next step for us is the 950. Then the whole structure will shift from positive to negative. So that 12,000 is very critical for what we're looking at this morning. Okay, so that's that. And let's take a look at the rest of the instruments here. We're going to look at gold. Let's take a longer. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so that's the daily on gold. People jumped that cliff, right? They jumped that cliff. They came here and consolidated. That is not bullish by any stretch of the imagination. This market is experienced a sell-off into target number 3 and beyond. Target number 4 is 1582.6. It's an outlier event. It's way out there. Gary, look at your, sorry to guys, look at your text that I sent you. Okay. Target number three. So we are 1742.8, and we are right here in that channel. So 1582.6 is important. Uh, I would rather see a run back up before I jump into a short in crude oil, because it's fairly extended, and you actually could see this in when you're looking at the 50 NT Rinco. You see, we came into the channel number, this channel right here, and protected it. So as long as we continue to trade under 1750, these rotations can continue to have a short bias. Globex is 1741.6, and we actually came into target number five and below. And that signal got generated right here on 623 at, basically call it 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock time frame, and the price was 1829.7. And that started that whole sequence of consolidating and selling off into target one, two, and three. Then we broke the target number four and five. So that's, yeah, I'll get with you, Gear, in just a second. Let me finish what I'm doing right now. Okay, thank you. YM weaker than NQ. We're experiencing very similar pattern, similar to the one that we uh, accumulated around June, and then the market sold off. You're getting a lot of consolidation around a tight price action. As long as we don't break above 31,888, this price structure should show uh, the capacity to go to target number two, which is 37.45. Weak market. NQ is stronger than most right now. We got 4 minutes to the cash market open. And let's take a look. What else do we need to look at? Did we look at crude? No, we didn't look at crude. Okay. All right. Crude oil. Here we go. Channel number one of the sequence. We came up to that level of 104, 105, and basically failed that structure. So to me, it's a lot easier to see it in this chart. Crude, here we go. Okay, a bit of a rally going on right now. So the market overnight broke channel number one and two and did a short structure. Now we're rallying back up to channel number one on the short side. So the shorts need to protect 104 to 104.80. If that holds at the open, we should see a continuation selling pressure to target number one, target number two. So you're getting a two-sided market in crude oil, and they're fighting between 100 and 105, and they're putting a whole lot of rotations that we need to kind of be careful with. So a close of this candle down to 102.50, 102.54 will trigger a short signal to go lower into target one and target number two, and there's targets in between them as well. All right, so we got 2 minutes. Let's just get focused. The first 15, 20 minutes of the market, where we're just gonna focus on reading the market, seeing who's winning the battle this morning. Uh, is the 12,000 holding up? And are we trading and closing above 75? Above 75 will be looking at the 104, 1010 level. If we see that, that tells us there's a bit of confirmation on the long side, and the market can get up to 120 and a quarter and migrate all the way to Globex, which is 149, 75. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Okay. So we got 1 minute, and good luck, everybody. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and let's get it done. All right. So right off the bat, and immediately the market got disconnected. So the 200 and the 100 not in sync. 12,000 got a hold. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Omer. Good morning, Gary. All right. So what happened if they close at 63? So if we close at 63, that will set the stage up for uh, the market to be back in sync on the long side. Right now, it's a battle. They're trying to find their footing. The 12,000 got a hold. I'm going to be patient at the open and gather intelligence and information about what is going on here. Hey, good morning, Safe. How are you? 63. They're just oscillating right now. There's not much going on. Shorts are actually a little bit stronger than I anticipated. There's a 50 NT Rinko captain set up short that just happened at 37. So yeah, they're gonna be pushing this bad boy. They're gonna push it lower. Man, look at that. Yeah, that was a good one. We're gonna keep a closer eye on that 50 because it's just been putting a whole lot of decent signals. Here you go, 200 NT Rinko closed. So that puts me in a position where I need to be looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Right off the bat, and it's 12,000. I'm not gonna get short at a whole number. What I would do is wait for the market to run up, disconnect this transitional zone, and reestablish a new one, and I'll start looking at entry points. And here our target's gonna be 950. We're 150 points away from Globex, and we're down. Yeah, here we go. Man, they're gonna just hammer everybody right here. Look at that. That 12 grand needed to hold. Boom. We're gonna get to 50 in no time. Target number 3 hit. Target number 4 of the sequence is 947 and a quarter. It's coming up right now. Target hit. Target number 5 is 915. Target number 6, 867. So that's some of the problems of waiting right off the open, because sometimes they put on huge moves and I'm sitting here watching it. But that is the captain setup short that I was talking about at 37. That's pretty much precipitated that whole, or got the whole thing in swing. And that is just straight down price action. Beautiful captain setup. Target number that 950 got hit and we flushed to 30. I know, Omer. I saw that one. I don't know if you jumped in or not. Jumped in on it or not. That was a good one. Oh, you just scalped it? Yeah. Crude oil needs to close below that 102.77. All right, let's be patient. I mean, we're waiting. That first 15, 20 minutes, half an hour of the day, it hasn't been even 8 minutes into the cash market open. And you got this nice flush. Captain set up short on the 50. Across the board, the market is showing decisive selling. mean, they're still showing. Here you go. They established a new transitional zone, but it's kind of hard for me to go in here and get short between target number 4 and 5. But we hit target number 5, 915. Target number 6 is going to be 867. Typically, between target number 4 and 5, you'll get some sort of counter trend, but it's too early to even see that. We need to start seeing a price above 87. Target number 6, here we go, right here at that 867. So the market is not telling us to go long. The market is telling us to go short, and it told us to do that in two places. One at 12,037, and second place was at 12,000. And then you got this rotation into deeper push lower. And it's just very convincing here. We are down 253 points in NQ, and across the board, they're selling pressure. I don't have any trades done so far for the day, so I'm flat. Here you go for the 11th. Today we are flat. Nothing, no trades for me. Good morning, GM. How are you? All right, so they're putting on a little bit of formation ES. ES is hitting target or close to target number 3, and they're putting a captain setup long right here. So we're getting a little bit of a counter trend. So you see this captain setup long, market ran up, another one right here, market is running up. So we're going to see a bit of a bid creeping into some of these indices. Very possible, GM, very possible. They're definitely behaving with conviction today, this morning. So we're in a bit of a consolidation right here. 8:46, 15 minutes into the cash market open. 16 minutes. Let's see here. I mean, you start breaking above 930. Ultimately, this is a short market where the 200 and the 100 are is in sync, right? We're extended. If we break 937.50, that will set up the stage for a consolidation. And off that consolidation, we're going to figure out what to do next. So you see ES bounce back up to the top end of that cloud, and he's given us uh, another captain set up long. So they're trying to, that you could tell they're putting the brakes on. They're putting the brakes on in this market. I mean, I could scalp this for a little bit, but let's just be patient. I mean, I could see if we make another higher low, that the market will run up to 37. I'll take a scalp here. Hmm. Yeah, it's not ready yet. Yeah, we're feeling this market out, and it's not. There you go. Right. It's not ready. All right. So we're continuing the push. Captain setup on the 25 NT Rinko. Captain setup on the 12 short. They just keep pushing this price lower and lower. So we're going to be patient. I mean, that's we tried to fade against that level, and they stopped it and continued. So now we'll see how where they're going to hold off the price. Ultimately, you have to have a 100 NT wrinkle reversal, and the market right now is just decisively short, and it's early in the morning. Okay, so there's a little bit of stability going on here. All right, thank you. So we got long and we covered into the run up. And that's the captain setup switch trade that the market just did here. So that's just a great, uh, great formation right here that's worth me scalping in any environment. It doesn't matter if it's short or long. I'll take that signal whenever it shows up. So it's two trades so far. That first little test was a -5, and this three contract trade, and I sold and I added to it, is got us up 375 so far. So let's keep working. So we looked for a higher low here, stopped. We looked for a captain setup and switch trade. It came in. We got long, sold, added, sold. CL268 puts 3828 SPX. You're trying to go long. I mean, the puts I understand, but the SPX 3828 and 381 on SPY. What are you looking for, GM? All right. All right. So those are the two trades that we took. Cigna 268 puts. August, yeah. Yeah, good luck on that one. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, thank you for sharing. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's see what the market is wanting to do here. What it wants to do is they put a captain setup switch trade, ran it up, put a captain setup short, ran it down. And that tells me that the right here is we're seeing a bit of just a pause, a simple pause to accumulate stops and run those stops in whatever direction uh, the most stops are at. The 200 and the 100 is short, so the overwhelming direction is just to short these rallies. Oh yeah, I mean that right here. Oscar, good morning from Italy. Well, good morning. Buongiorno, right? Oh, so you made some money off of that? Okay, that's good. But that's just the captain setup that Adnan is talking about. So, and the entry was 37, and that thing just did nothing but go. Buongiorno, buongiorno. That Brad, that number at the bottom right is the distance between the price and Globex. And the number right next to it is the Globex number. So I know exactly where we at in relation to it. And that gives us ideas to the strength and health. And is Italy affected by it? So today, Russia cut part of gas in Europe. I'm wondering if Italy is involved in that deal or not. It's going to be a problem when once the winter shows up and you still have this war looming over in Europe and gas supplies are not reaching people in the cold of winter. Well, 25% is 25%. That's a lot too. So we're getting a market that just basically is consolidating around these ranges. You made a low, made a lower low, and they're bouncing it right back up. So that tells me right there that the market is in consolidation right here. Now, if we break above, which we are about to, 900, we should see a disconnect between the 200 and the 100 NT Rinko, and that confirms the consolidation. Then you got an issue with three things got to happen after that scenario present itself. Is either the market come back down to 862 and reassert itself on the short side, and or the market runs up to the 50, actually to the 35, and then reverse, and that will continue the short momentum, and or we break above 951. And if we break above 951, that will set the stage for a bit of buy interest in on pullbacks. Here you go. So the market is out of sync, right? It's out of sync. So the three scenarios are in. We're waiting on one of the three scenarios. One is a break below 62, a run up to 30, then a failure, and or a run up to 51. One of those things are going to happen, and then we can start making decisions based on that behavior. Okay, here we go. So we're going from a state in the market where the shorts are very convincing and there's a lot of momentum to a market that is consolidating. And there's a bit of a bounce showing up here in the market. Crude oil, we're trying to, well, the market is protecting channel number one and channel number two right now. So as long as we continue to trade under 103.66, this market will consolidate and hit target number two, which is 158, then potentially not target number three, which is 98.87. I mean, like right here, we're trading around the whole number. Just gonna go and just take a scalp. There we go. Thank you. I'll take it. It's a switch trade, and with a new transitional zone off a market that is basically making a higher low. It is a fade, So I'm not gonna go in and put too many contracts, but I'll take it for a quick pop, and we just did that from 903 to 13, 10 points on one contract. So it adds up. So that's a $200 trade right there. So we're up 575 and on to the next decision. So what's the component of that decision? Is just simple. Even if you ignore the 200 and the 100, you got a new transitional zone that built up and a switch trade. So uh, I don't necessarily have the environment, but I have a behavior and I have a signal. So I decided to go with that. Moving on to the next decision. Yeah, there's a bit of a bid showing up in this market, but I mean the shorts are definitely decisive, and the market is trending, and soon enough they'll start coming back in to this rotation. But for now, I mean, I see what I see, and I'll jump in, take advantage of it. All right, so what we saw here is captain set up switch trade on ES. See that same formation? You see a lot of that happen across all instruments. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is, NQ crude, that formation is a solid one. And that's what got us a little bit of money early on. See that one? Captain setup switch trade. The difference between those two is this one happened right after the captain setup. So that usually those are stronger. So here we go. We're back in sync on the short side. We talked about getting close to the 30 and then reversing, where we got to the 20 and reversed. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for the transitional zone to disconnect and reconnect, and that will get us back short in this market. So we have the environment, we're looking for the behavior, then we're looking for the signal. I'm going to do a roll call here in a way. How is Adam doing? Good morning, Adam, Brad, Brian. How you guys doing trading? Gary, Sheila, how are you, Sheila? And Omer. Just got in, up 300. Good job, Adam, Brad, Brian. How we doing, Brian? All right, we're seeing a bit of run up here. So we gotta protect that 10. And we're gonna look and see if we can get another transitional zone to build up. Oh, that's forceful. Yeah, you gotta protect that 10. 9, 12, 75. Okay. So if we don't see a new transitional zone happen, then that idea is not gonna I'm not gonna be pursuing it. So again, we're looking for three things. One, environment. Two, behavior. Three is a signal. We have the environment, but we don't have the behavior or the signal. Adnan, how are we doing? How is the day going so far? All right, so now the market is back into this disconnect state. And 50. Then is perfect. 3 trades, 3 greens. Well, good for you. That's good work. Good work. Okay, so we're seeing that we are trading in and around a whole number, 900. So that will lend itself to this type of fluctuation back and forth. It's not a captain setup short. You need a fourth candle to close, so that's not a concluded formation. It's interesting price behavior here. I mean, if they, I will take it. All right, we took that one. That's another switch trade into this run up. I'd like to stick. Whoa, 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 whoa! What happened here? Let me get out of there. We ended up getting involved in another trade that we didn't want to get involved into. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to hold on to that long. It just, I mean, the environment is not right. I mean, it's a scalping environment for me. But anyway, so we made a little bit of money on that, and lost a little bit of money on that mistake. But let's see here what we've done. Yeah, that mistake cost me $200. Okay, so we're about 580. Let's keep going. Damn, look at that. It's running. Target is 50. Target here is 50. We need to see 50. So you're seeing a bit of a bid. You're seeing a little bit of a bid. We took advantage of that one here. We came in and took another long, and now you got yourself into a trigger trade at 17, and it's pushing toward target number 2. Target number 3 is going to be 960. So if we break above 951, then pullbacks become viable on a more aggressive basis. And that would be a bit of a fade, and potentially we could get to the 12,000. But again, I'd rather be short than long, and I will outweigh my position on the short side versus the long side. That's what we're dealing with here. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get it up to that 50. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the indices and see what has become of it all. Crude. All right, Yeah, crude is consolidating and with a short bias in target number one. As long as we continue to trade under 103.66, we should get to channel number one, which is and target number two, which is 158. Shorts are in charge so far. Gold, not much movement going on, really not much, but it's trading under target number five of that massive sequence on a swing trade basis, and we're just simply oscillating around that. I would like to see a rally and a failure of that rally to get back short into that instrument. Uh, you break 1750, 1751, that could produce that rally we're talking about. Here comes that 50. It's coming. Russell 2000. I mean, look at that beauty. It gave us an inception trade and a railroad and a retest of channel number two right at 1754.7. All of that stuff got in sync. On the short side, you're hitting target number two and target number three of the sequence, and now consolidation and potentially target number four. Target number four is going to be one of those things where it's going to take some work to get there, but it can. And here you go. That's channel number one right here on the short side. So you're getting here you go, hit 50. All right. So what does that mean? That's the market. The market is trying to hold the line. And also this type of formation can put on a bit of a base that could push the price toward 12,000. But when we get to the 12, let's assume we get to 12,000. I mean, there you are really looking for fading patterns and a reversal of the 200 NT Rinko and a resumption of the short pressure. You have a lot of overhead distribution between 12,055 into the 150. Well, we got some winners in the house today between PJ, GM, and Adnan. We got we got we got some winning going on. Winning is a habit, right? Keep growing that habit. Well, look at this. All right. Man, that long is so pretty. And I was like, yeah, we should see a bit more persistent price action. Yeah, thank you, Adnan. Yeah, if you guys appreciate the streams and you feel that it's benefiting, like, subscribe, share, comment. Um, all right. So they pushed it. They hit target number three. I want to see if we can manage an entry point. So 24 needs to hold up. So what they're doing here is that we took this one transitional zone all the way from basically the 910 all the way to the 55. They ran it up to the 65, but now they're fake. So what I'm looking for right now is a resumption of a new transitional zone, because that tells me that we finished consolidating and we're ready for momentum to come back into the system. So a swing trade would be me trying to get into like the 40 and the 30 and add into that range. And I'm not going to take a swing trade right now into uh, serious resistance in and around 12,000 and 12,055. It just doesn't make much sense to me to do that. So I really need to just kind of keep myself trading momentum. And it's clearly demonstrated whenever we see these transitional zones. So we'll be patient. I mean, we've had 2, 3 trades. We're up a little bit of money today. Some of the traders in the room are asking me, "Hey, George, I don't see you putting size anymore. What's wrong with you?" Yeah, I haven't been putting much size. And when we mean size, we're meaning 5, 10, 15, 20 contracts. It just I need to get a feel for this market that I'm in right now and continue to get in sync with it. And as I get in sync, when I get in sync with it, then yes, I will put size. Yeah. Yes, safe. You've seen the 50 contracts being put. Yep. And trust me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're gonna feel those contracts. 50 contracts every tick is a lot of money. So you need to have a very good month to put on a 50 contract trade. Yeah, but the size is going to be coming, and you have to remember where we at. We are in summertime, so summertime is a period where you walk yourself into size, and you don't start with size first thing in the morning, and you try to capture that first couple of initial moves and kind of be done with it. Call it the summer doldrums, but there's money to be made every single day. So summer or not, we're gonna get it done. So at these levels, we're getting a little bit of distribution, consolidation. You know, they flipped this cloud from positive to negative. So it's a we gotta be patient and wait. What am I waiting though? What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the market to give me a cloud that is positive and give me a transitional zone I can participate in. Because the alternative of waiting for that is me swing trading and buying in the pullbacks against that 850. And this is just not an environment where I want to do that. So then I have to buy into momentum. And if there's no momentum, I just have to wait. And the definition of momentum is very clear. It's not ambiguous, it's visual. Literally, I have to have the 200 and the 100 in sync, which it's the case. And I have to have a cloud that is positive and a transitional zone, which is that gray area for the people that don't know what that means. Well, that will set me up for an entry and a stop and then a target and a trade. So till that happen, I will be a watcher and a student of price action. All right, so Bitcoin, we hit target number 3 overnight, came back and bounced back up, and we are pushing it lower. Okay. Target number 4 in this sequence is 19,545. It's a bigger target and it may take some time to get there if it does get there. But the market needs to protect Globax, which is 20,853, in order for that uh, scenario to actually present itself. Yeah. Bear with me here. All right. So now in NQ, the 200 and the 100 is out of sync. 3 scenarios need to happen. Scenario number 1, price action needs to go back up to 62. Scenario number 2, price pushes below 900, then reverses, giving us 100 NT Rinko 1 candle reversal. That will give us an opportunity for a resumption of the upward move. Scenario number 3, the market is going to break 874. And if it breaks 874, then that would reverse this 200 NT Rinko. Is similar to what we saw at the open today. And then that could lead to a continuation trade short into lower prices that could lead us to 800 and 700. And target number 2 of that sequence is 694 and a half. So that's what we're dealing with right now. So 3 scenarios. One of them is gonna come in, and we'll go from that point on. Now, see how waiting for momentum is the right move in this environment? Because that led us to avoid trying to get long in a pullback when the market is not quite ready here for it. So how would momentum look like? Exactly like I was mentioning, is the cloud continue to hold in a new transitional zone that would have happened in and around 55. So the change here is we need to break 950 in order for the market to resume its long bias off that 200 being long. And it just seems like it's a little bit top heavy coming through here. Target number 4 in this sequence is 878. So if we break anywhere close to 873, that will push the structure from us being looking for longs to us looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. It's basically the market doing what we call a switch trade. That's what a switch trade looks like. But you're seeing it on a 200 NT Rinko, which is a bit more significant. And when you see them exactly at this spot, I mean, that typically is a big major move that happens right after that. So patience here. We need to see the market do a few things that we feel like it will position us for a successful trade. And either that it's 950 or you come down to that 870, 873, 74. One of those two scenarios need to happen. I'm going to take a step away for a second here. All right, so I have an order out there for a 35. If we can get down there, I could do 36.75. Yeah, it's not behaving correctly. So right up here, we had a profit of about 10, close to 10 points. Decided to kind of, go for a bigger move into the 70. And we're getting a back and fill type of behavior right now. So I'm going to just reduce it to one contract and see if we can run up into the 45.55 zone. And I'll chunk it there unless we firm up. There we go. That's a good thing to see. At this point, I gotta go break even and kind of leave it there. It's either gonna happen or not. The key is 55. That may not happen, but whatever. Yeah, you break that 55, we'll be in business. I mean, it's not what you want to see. You want to see momentum to, like, right off here, resume, even right here to resume transitional zone. You don't want a cloud that shifts. So I mean, here we go. I'll take it. What the hell? Yeah. I'll take it right here. Be done with it. You're making a lower high, and you're getting a captain setup short on the 30 and the 25. So I don't want to be involved in that decision anymore. So let's see what kind of shenanigans we got involved into here. Here you go. So I think we were up 580. So we gave about 120 bucks or so. Whatever. We're almost 190 bucks on that trade. That's fine. That's reasonable. All right. So let's see if we can hold the line. If we hold the line, then I'll play again. And if not, not. Yeah. So if we break 912, then the market is back into this no not in sync state. Like right here, the, the, the idea is to see momentum on the upside, and you're simply not seeing it. If we looked for momentum in this area, then momentum should have came in around 950 and broke the high and continued to 70. Interesting though is the fact that we are not breaking below that 12. So the market keeps trying and bouncing right back up. Yeah, it was something off. So now the market is out of sync. So a couple of things got to happen. One, you need another run up at 50, and that would put a captain set up long on 100 NT Rinko, and we can resume our long bias here. If the market does not do that and drops below 900, uh, it can get up to the 80s, 90s, and run back up, and that will resume the long bias. If we break below 74, 874, then basically that's it. We will start looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity at that time, because the 200 and the 100 will be in sync on the short side at that point. Things are slowing down too. They're trying, they're trying, they're trying. You could see them trying. We got so close to that 50 and they faded it, but they really need to kind of close above it. They're playing games. Yeah, they're playing games right here. They're gonna break that 50. I'll get involved on a pullback for a buying interest, and or you break below that 900 into the 80, 90, 80, and then reverse, then I'll play on the long side. You break the 70s, then I'll start looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Anything beyond that, I'll keep my small profit and just continue. All right. Yeah. So I mean, this is a mixed market right here, and consolidation going on. You know, when they start flushing, I mean, look at that little behavior right here. They sell out the low and they sell it out again, then run it up and take out all the stops above it, then bring it all the way back down. What do you make out of that behavior? That behavior is stop runs and reversals. It's meant to trap the maximum number of people in a range and then get them to put stops above and below the market, and then ultimately the market will run the majority of the stops at that point. So whenever I see stuff like that, I know automatically I need to be patient. I just need to undertrade that environment. Where momentum needed to kind of step into the market was this area right here. And the fact that we shifted the cloud and did this little chicken dance, that's the only thing I could call it, chicken dance. Okay? Then I knew that, hey, listen, this is not an environment where momentum is picking up. So I don't need to be in it or trying to work out a trade or trying to position myself. Things need to look different in order for me to participate. And patience is a trade. Waiting is a trade. We're waiting for the market to get in sync because the quality of trades at that point would look totally different. See how they came in here and they could not get over that 48.50 and hold it. a bit of rounding behavior here, where you see the price just kind of move and making lower highs, and now we're breaking into the low of that rotation that started that move. So market is disconnected. It's going through patterns of consolidation and pullbacks. Um, you got to protect that 74, 77 area. Really nothing, not a lot of momentum. The only thing I could do here is just look at the 20 NT Rinko and just go and trade the transitional zone trades and scalp them. I mean, there's opportunities there if I choose to take them, but yes, sir. Yes, Adam. That's a very trappy area right here. And we're responding to it by doing absolutely nothing. Not playing that game. So, okay. So where we at for the day? We're up $390 for the day. We made one, two, yeah, four decisions basically. Could have done a little bit better without that little hiccup mistake, but which was me pushing the button by accident and I ended up short and I covered it quick. But beyond that, still a positive day. Not a huge day by any stretch of the imagination, but you could go and take a look at all the streams that we've done in the past, and, and you could. Here we go. And And you could come up, that's what we're doing right now. And this is just basically past streams, but you could come in down to the section live stream session and click on all of them. If you can see that, see. And you come to here, you could see up to 73 of them. That's how many we've done. And you could see trades that we've done: 300, 300, 700, 1,000, 12, 20, 5 grand right here. We made 5 grand here: 2,600, 1,500, 1,900, 1,100. Give back a little bit here: 4, 7, 9, 4 grand here. Give back a little bit here. So in the past, I'm gonna tally this up and keep a running total for the streams. And if you can see here, I don't think you could see it, but I'm running in the past 43 how much money we had made during those streams. So this way people get a perspective to what we've been doing over time. And if you feel like this has helped you in any way, just share, comment, subscribe, like. It all helps the channel. And thank you for your support. Now let's take a quick look over the indices and the different ones. Here you go. Crude oil. Wow. All right. So crude oil just broke channel number 2, put 2 switch trades here and ran it up. Ultimately, the point where the shorts need to worry about is that 104.80 and 105. We break that, we can get to target number 3 and then target number 4 and 5 from there, which is 108 and 110. Those are outlier events, but they can definitely happen. That's and the shorts can regain control under the 102 half, but there's a shift in the cloud. There's a break above the ranges, so pullbacks are buyable against that 102.5. That's one thing. Let's go to the next. Russell 2000. Wow. Just put a captain setup short right here at 1735. So we're looking for a push toward target number 4, which is 1710.9. The shorts need to protect the 1757.4 and actually the 65. Both that range up here needs to be protected. But these rotations are continuing to be short and continuing to grind lower. Gold. Not much going on in gold. Really, I mean, we're in a standstill under target number 5, and the 1750 can generate momentum on the upside. And we were looking for price failures as an opportunity to get short again. One thing that you probably want to pay attention to is right here. See that captain setup switch trade? You see them. There's consistency in these type of behaviors. Whenever you see this type of behavior, and we traded one earlier on today and we made money. Okay, and we saw how it worked after that trade, and there was a couple other signals that looked exactly like that and how it worked. So that's a very powerful signal, and especially when you get the cloud in your favor and everything else is in sync, and the Harmony trading system giving you targets. When you put that in there, that is a powerful signal. And hit target number 5 and continued lower. So the longs need to protect, to pretty much break above that level, 1772, in order for them to consolidate and try to base in order to get to 18,000. I mean 1800. But this market is anemic and it's grinding and it's short. The bias here is short. Let's take a look at ES. Well, I mean, we saw ES. All right. So ES, from a swing trade perspective, is pushing away from Globex and continuing to consolidate. NQ is definitely stronger than ES in the way it's behaving. And right now we're just in a pause, and this pause is a area where price action is just not going in either direction, and we need to wait. So a couple of things that we need to be paying attention to. One, if we end up breaking at 38.75, then pullbacks are viable. Right now, right here, you're looking at the 50 NT Rinko and the 12 NT Rinko to get in sync. I mean 6 NT Rinko to get in sync. And then I'll take that direction. And it would be a scalping trades more than anything else. It's just the behavior right now is slow and we're it's acting like it's summer. Let's see what else we can look at. NQ. We have NQ and we've been talking about NQ. And NQ is out of sync. And we're just basically waiting on it to get back in sync. And how would that look like? Couple of things. One, price action closing at 938. If that happens, you're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity on a scalping basis, and you need the market to prove itself above 950 for me to participate. If the price breaks again into the 874, then you're just going into any rallies as a shorting opportunity. Where we at right this moment, it's slow, it's grindy, it has a lot of patterns that are designed to trap people, and it works outside the most traders stop ranges. And a perfect example is what you saw here of a sell-off and a subsequent very severe and sharp rally. And that's about 42 points. Most traders have a 10, 15 point stop, so it took out everybody here just to trap them back into a lower price structure. So when you start seeing stuff like that, the market is building. It's in the building phases of building stops so they could move into those stops and create momentum. And we're not there yet. So the minute I saw that, that put me on a holding pattern, and I'm waiting for these different price levels to show up. And once they show up, then I have a decision point to make. And that's it. How is everybody doing on stream? Adnan, how are we doing? GM, any trades for you? PJ, Oscar, Frida. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, you start in MNQ and you kind of build up to NQ. But good job, man. I mean, 4 out of 4. I take it that you were short, continuing to be short. Okay, good luck, PJ. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Good. You got it done. You made some money. All right, guys, that's it for me for the morning session here. It's 11:05. Two small trades on ES. You're flat. Okay, good deal. Good job, Oscar. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it a morning, and we are ending up around 390, almost $400 for the day. And we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. You guys have a good one.